Aaron Smyth was meant to be performing in Billy Elliot the Musical in Melbourne, but the season was cut short, so now he's at home on the Gold Coast.
It's just like, it was real, and she's like, and clean out your dressing rooms tonight. Like, you won't be returning on Wednesday.
The show was performing to up to 2,000 people a night, with a cast of 45, not to mention musicians, crew, ushers. All those jobs are gone.
A lot of artists, we kind of know what this feels like, but it is more real than ever because everyone's going through it.
The Grattan Institute has crunched the numbers on the jobs affected by physical distancing rules and found as many as 26% of Australian workers lost their job.
That leads to an unemployment rate of somewhere between 10 and 15%, which would be certainly the worst recession that we've had since the 1990s and probably since the 1930s.
Not surprisingly, the biggest job losses are in hospitality, the arts and tourism, and lower income workers are hit much harder.
Lower income earners are twice as likely to be affected by the crisis as higher income workers because they tend to work in the kind of occupations and industries that require close physical contact, and therefore they're more likely to be out of work at the moment as a result of the COVID-19 crisis.
The report also found young people are disproportionately affected, with 40% of teenage workers likely to lose their jobs. The report only looked at direct job losses from physical distancing, jobs that require people to be close to each other. But once industries like the arts are allowed to reopen, there are warnings of more job cuts as people and businesses scale back on spending.
No one can be sure how long the restrictions and shutdowns are going to stay in place. I think we need to know how long they're going to stay in place before we can say exactly how sharp the economic contraction is going to be. But it will be sharp.
A dizzying prospect. Margaret Paul, ABC News, Melbourne.